In the beginning there was a king, and he had 3 beautiful daughters. The most beautiful of the 3 was the youngest daughter, Psyche.
OMG, I hate her so much.
Yeah, me too. She was so beautiful that people began to stop worshiping Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. Venus became very jealous and sent her son Cupid on a mission against Psyche. She told Cupid to shoot a monster with a love arrow so that Psyche would fall in love with it and she would be worshipped again. However, Cupid saw how beautiful Psyche was and was so captivated that he accidentally pierced himself with the arrow.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, Psyche's parents were getting worried about her love life because no one wanted to marry her, so they sought out an oracle.
Psyche will be married to a monster whom man nor God can resist. He is waiting for you at the top of a mountain.
Take me to the mountain. It looks like a funeral here. I wonder if inside is any better. Wow, this place is beautiful. Look at the tall ceilings and the fireplace. I might actually...
I'm glad you're enjoying the view.
What? Who said that?
Everything in this house is now yours. Your room has been ready for your arrival.
Oh, okay.
One hour later. Psyche walked into the dining room. A table magically appeared full of mouth-watering delights with music from invisible players. Psyche had yet to see her husband, who only came out in the darkness of the night and always questioned about her ability to see him. Her husband would reply,
Have you doubt my love for you?
he just wanted Psyche to love him as if he were any other god.
Will you allow my sisters to come visit me? I'm not sure if that's a good idea. This will surely end in a tragedy. Please, husband. If you insist.
As Psyche's sisters finally arrived at the marvelous palace, she began to show them around. They both soon became envious as they bombarded Psyche with a numerous amount of questions.
He is a beautiful youth who generally spends the daytime hunting in the mountains.
So, tell us about your husband. What is he like?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
When the sisters found out that Psyche hadn't seen her husband before, they became suspicious.
Perhaps your husband is an ugly monster or try to eat you. You should protect yourself with a lamp and knife.
Your husband is sleeping. Use a lamp to see his face. If he is a terrible monster, don't hesitate to cut his head off with the knife.
Psyche began to rethink what her sisters said before they left. Their words echoed in her head. Hesitantly, Psyche got the knife and lamp ready for what she might face. That night, when her husband was asleep, Psyche took the lamp out to finally get the first glance at her husband. What she saw was not a hideous monster, but a very beautiful god with wings whiter than snow and shiny feathers.
Oh man, he is beautiful.
As Psyche leaned over with the lamp, she spilled a drop of burning oil on her husband. Then, with without a word, he opened his wings and flew out the window. Psyche, in hopes of following him, fell out the window to the ground into a pile of dust. Cupid stopped in his flight for an instant as he saw Psyche laying in a pile of dust.
Psyche, is this how you repay me for my love? I have disobeyed my mother's commands and made you my wife. You were thinking of me as a monster and were sure to cut off my head. Now go. You can leave now and go back to your sisters whose opinions you value most. I shall leave you forever. Our love cannot stand suspicion.
Cupid began to leave, flying away, leaving Psyche on the ground where he had found her. When Psyche came to her senses, she looked around and she hadn't seen the beautiful garden that she once had. The palace and the garden had vanished. She found herself in an open field not far from the city her sisters lived in. She told her sisters her sad story. They secretly rejoiced. Now he may choose one of us, the sisters thought. Her sisters went up the mountain to see if they could have Psyche's husband for themselves. While Psyche roamed about looking for her husband, she eventually, in desperation, went to his mother, Venus.
Venus, will you please forgive me? I am so sorry for the things that I have done.
My son Cupid is still trying to recover from the oil burn that you have given him. You must prove your worthiness of being Cupid's wife by completing this task. Venus orders Psyche to organize the grains by the end of the evening. This task seemed almost impossible. In order to help Psyche finish the task, Cupid inspires a colony of ants to help her. When the ants helped her, they went away. Venus, however, didn't think that Psyche fairly completed the task. On the next day, Venus gives Psyche another task. When Psyche completes the task, Venus again doesn't think she completed it fairly due to help from the gods. After a series of more tasks, when Psyche completed a task all alone with no help, Venus grants Psyche to be with her son. Psyche and Cupid are finally able to live together and happily ever after. The end.